What is up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. As promised, in today's career mode episode, we're going to be doing a live comm. It's the Mexican Grand Prix, and as a bonus to this episode as well, we're going to be starting from the back. So as you can see, we're trailing by, well no, we're not trailing, thank goodness for that. We're leading by 71 points over Lewis Hamilton. Basically, score 4 points today. No matter where Lewis finishes, we are going to win the championship. So that's going to be the goal of today, and we're going to cut straight to the race. I'm going to go ahead and do some practice after this, so I'll join you guys for the race.
Welcome to qualifying here in Mexico, where the cars will be going out on track very shortly and battling it out to secure pole for tomorrow's Grand Prix.
We don't need to push too hard in this session. We should have the pace to qualify easily.
We're not going to push it all in this session because we're not going out there, Jeff. Oh, what an absolute disaster. In an unforeseen turn of events, we have qualified last for the Mexican Grand Prix. Who would have seen this coming? 22nd place. I went ahead and did some practice. I was 1.9 seconds off on the same tyres as my teammate, which was a little bit scary. But the pace is always slow in Friday practice. It always gets better as the weekend goes on. But with all that waffling out of the way, let's get on with the Mexican Grand Prix. Go ahead and win this championship. It's time for the race.
Formula One may have been absent from Mexico for 23 years, but after 2015's triumphant return, it was as if we'd never been away. In Mexico, a Grand Prix is more than just a race. It's a celebration of speed and of bravery. There's nothing quite like the atmosphere in the stadium today. They'll be drowning out the cars with their noise as they make their way through on lap 1.
We're in good position for the Constructors' title. There are 3 races left, so we need some good results.
I'm almost certain we won the Constructors in the last episode. I mean, Crofty was going on about it. We still haven't received the Constructors trophy yet, which is a little bit alarming. But I don't know, maybe there's some weird anomaly and we can get it today. Here we are on the grid for the not the US, the south of the border of US Grand Prix. We're in Mexico, if you haven't noticed already. Pretty sure you have. But yeah, starting from the back, we're going to be playing ourselves into this race quite slowly. I think what I might do is we'll start... Shall we start on the mediums? I mean, I think I said this in a video the other day, but it is so likely, the chance of a safety car around here, that it might almost be worth just starting on the mediums, getting the slow tyre out of the way, and then seeing how we go from there. Let's extend the stint a bit more. It says we're going to lose 1.8 seconds in terms of the race time, but we will leave that for now. 1.8 seconds is fine. 2 stops, medium, softs, and softs. I've gone for the more conservative and hard tyre strategy this weekend because I know we'd be starting from the back, and I had the brand new super soft tyres that I'd never touched over the course of this weekend from qualifying, so we've got those up our sleeve as well to utilise in this race. In terms of the fuel, we're going to be knocking that all the way back to about 32 laps because this Mercedes, fully upgraded, fuel efficiency is outrageous. I think I finished in Coda with like 2+ laps of fuel, and that was actually costing me a bit of time. So we don't want to be running into a situation where we use too much fuel. So here we go, formation lap. Everyone on the super soft tyres around me, which is quite interesting. I think here in Mexico, the tyres go off really quickly. So as long as we clear these guys around us, we'll be all sweet.
Temperature on this lap. We're learning the gears, so go through them all if you can.
Now, F1 2016, it's been out for, I don't know, 10 months or something like that now, and I don't know if I've done too many live comm races, especially in career mode. Might have only done like 1 or 2. Definitely haven't done much in the way of online or anything like that, but yeah, I thought it would be really cool to just take you guys through this race, get my thoughts, just see how I plan things out and what I'm thinking in different scenarios. During the formation lap, nothing's really going on too much. Ever since I got into league racing, I knew that you have to take the formation lap really, really cautiously to really look after the tyres. I honestly didn't think it would do much for the tyre wear, but apparently it does, so something we'll need to watch out for. And as well, in the background, you'll hear me shifting with my paddle, so if you're wondering what that noise is, that's what it is.
Conditions should remain dry. We will keep you
So at the moment, it looks like we're not going to have any interruptions with rain. It's all going to be down to our strategy and the timing of the safety cars. Really looking forward to this one. Lewis starting on pole position as well, so we've got it all to do. Like I said, the goal is only 4 points, and that'll get us 8th place. Doesn't matter where Lewis finishes. As long as we get 8th or better, we win the championship. And for Lewis, it's a must-win race. All of these races now from here on in are must-win. Otherwise, he'll bow out of the championship chase. But we're getting ready to grid up now. This is where the AI takes control of my car. Let me know down in the comments where you think we might finish in this one. I'm going to say 5th place. I think I'm going to get better than 5th place, but I think 5th is like a conservative guess at this stage. Let's hope for a good start. Here we go. Ready for those 5 red lights to go out. I'm going to be quiet on this first lap here, and away we go in Mexico. Let's put the car straight up into rich. I think short shifting gives you better momentum, but I still haven't mastered that art yet. 10 months into the game. Here we go. Turn 1. Take this nice and cautiously. We get overtaken by the Sable once again. Is there a turn 1 incident? Not really. So everyone playing it very cautiously at this stage. We try and go around the outside of the manor. Turns to the inside for the next right-hander, and that's 19th place. Chuck it up into rich revs. Jensen Button's got no chance of keeping us behind in a Mercedes. Fully upgraded, up the inside of a couple. I say a couple, it's just one. It's Magnussen. Palmer's doing some moves around the outside of Kvyat. And if I was more alert there, I would have definitely blocked that move there from Magnussen. I'm getting messages from Jeffy. I think I might shut him up. Oh dear, concentrate. There we go. Okay, no more interruptions from Jeffrey. And I can now get on with racing and also talking at the same time. If you guys saw my, what was it, Pro Season Mode Championship from F1 2015, I got absolutely, I was raging so much at Jeff because he would talk way too much and it would really interrupt with my flow. So I'm very thankful now that I can turn Jeff off and just get on with the racing. Slipstream on Magnussen. Very deep into turn 1. Probably braked a little bit too hard in the second phase of the braking zone, but we get the move done, and we're actually nowhere near him at the start of the straight. The guys up ahead are getting a bit feisty, so we'll buy into that battle very, very shortly. Make it now, actually. Bloody hell, the AI in traffic lose so much time. It's not often I race down here, to be honest. In career mode, I'm always in the top 10, so you don't see this stuff. It's outrageous how slow they are. Oh, Daniel Ricciardo is out of the Grand Prix. I'm gonna guess it's an engine issue. Safety car just got deployed as I pressed the flashback button. Well, not flashback, just to get up the replay. Let's flick over to Daniel Ricciardo. That's Max. Here he is. Third person view. Let's see what happens. He's in second place and chasing down Lewis. Comes through to the stadium section. Engine blows. And that is him out of the Mexican Grand Prix. Red Bull have had such terrible luck in this season of career mode. And it's really just completely killed their bid for the championship. Safety car has been deployed. And this could potentially be where we gain a lot of track position. If the AI on super soft tyres decide to jump in now, and that's just free positions for us. No one takes the bait. So, taking a breather now, just sit rep after the first 3 laps. Let's take a look at the fuel. Minus 3 laps down in fuel, we can recover that easily over the course of the Grand Prix. Tyre wear, 7% on the rear tyres. That's absolutely fine. I could probably be a little bit kinder on the rears. And I should probably use lean revs through the middle sector. And that should rectify it later on in the race. I always find that tyre wear is always the harshest at the start because your driving is a little bit more sloppy and less refined than what it will be later on. But that won't be a problem. Like 10-15 laps into this race, we'll get rid of the mediums and we'll be on softs for the majority and we'll have amazing pace.
You have 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining in the strategy. Your pit window opens in 9 laps time.
Oh, that was close. That was even closer. That was lucky. This is a long old safety car period. Lap 5. In terms of me actually filming this, I have 27 minutes to get this recording done. Because the Austrian Grand Prix qualifying starts in make that 26 minutes now. And we are nowhere near the conclusion of this one. So I think we're going to have an interesting one in terms of timings. Alright, safety cars in this lap. Let's take this opportunity to bring the engine mix up to standard.
Safety car in this lap. Oh. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember there is no overtaking until the first safety car line. Stay in position until the green flags.
Thank you, Jeffrey. I was already on top of that. I always take this opportunity to stick it in standard revs, kind of cue the engine into getting ready to go back into full pelt, and by the time we get to the final corner, that's when you chuck the engine up into rich revs, and I actually haven't done a good job there in getting close to Palmer, so I apologise about that. Busy explaining the safety car restart, but away we go. We've got absolute daylight to the cars in front of us, and I'll need to spend the next half a lap trying to reduce that deficit. Very surprising that absolutely no cars made a stop during that safety car period. We're still good. We're still good. We're still good. Just taking a blow. I can't believe... Who was that? Was that Grosjean? Came into my line, man. Just completely unweighted the front of the car, and now we are dead last. Nice script. Oh, well, isn't that lovely? Lewis sets 1 minute 20 for personal bests, and I'm in the 129s. Are you kidding me? How are all the back markers so slow? Most of these guys are fully upgraded as well, but the amount of battling that they're doing is outrageous. I dropped near enough to 10 seconds, and these guys are already falling into my clutches. Has someone lost the front wing up ahead? It's Daniel Kvyat. Really slow. Really, really slow. This is peak hour traffic. On the way home from work, from school. Maybe taking the kids to soccer. That's what I think they're doing. That's Wehrlein in the pits. And that moves us up into 16th place. We'll see a lot of the leaders make their stops very soon as well. But 3 wide ahead for the cars in front. And these guys are going to slow me up an absolute treat, aren't they? Oh, what is this? You're too slow. Everyone is too slow. Stick it up in the rich revs. We've got a better exit than Kvyat. Fast right-hander and up the inside. Lewis is in the pits as well. Don't squeeze out Kvyat too much. That was probably just on the limit there. But that's P12. With more cars in the pits, including my teammate. If I didn't mention already, this is going to be very interesting to see where he rejoins versus us. Rich revs. Daniel is right behind us still. Open the DRS. And Lewis... yeah, is way behind us. So we've jumped him in the stop. So we still have to make our first pit stop, of course. But we're going to be running a very long way into this Grand Prix. We might even be level in terms of the amount of stops that we do today. No, actually, let me rephrase that. Lewis might be doing 3 stops. I'm doing 2. So in terms of the strategy, it might all even out by the time we get to the end of the race. But either way, in the space of about 4 or 5 laps, we've gone from dead last and like 5 or 6 seconds back from the train of cars, well, from second last, to now being P6 and ahead of our teammate Lewis Hamilton after the first round of stops. I don't know, we're looking good. Slipstream, DRS on K-Mag. He's probably not even running rich revs as well, and that is a massive difference in straight line speed.
Okay, we're low on fuel. Try shifting up the gears a little sooner. This should help us save some fuel.
Engineer thinks we're low on fuel. That's definitely not the case. We started with like 3.5 laps down on fuel. We managed to recover that to just over 1. We're going to be fine, pal.
We should start saving on fuel. Fuel makes 1. Makes 1.
What did I just say?
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
This is tasty. Top 5 here are all getting involved in a little scrap and are starting to fall into my clutches. Either that or we are probably the quickest car on the track at the moment. I think Lewis is buried in heavy traffic. And my medium tyres, yeah, are starting to just phase into the sweet spot. Oh, that is a nasty final corner. If there's one weakness for me around the track, it's that last corner for sure. I can't get the power on as early as the AI. But we're catching the leaders though. Yes! Up the inside of Jolie and Palmer. And that is one spot away from the podium. Tyres are at 39%. We're at coming up to the 15 lap mark. I'm thinking about maybe doing the one stop. I mean, we're getting there. We're getting to the halfway point. 18 is the magic number of the halfway point. If we could get to say like 20, then it might be worth a risk of the one stop. I'll keep you updated. Oh dear, both the Williams have stuffed that up royally. Both fighting for the win here in the Mexican Grand Prix. Still haven't stopped yet, neither have I. And yeah, they've just leaked about a second to me and are now getting overtaken. That's Massa. Get mugged. Next up, Bottas. Hamilton is chasing us down as well. He's only a few seconds back. That's why I'm thinking about doing the one stop and interrupting with Lewis's race in the process. Oh, come on, what's this bullcrap? Bottas, you're as slow as a donkey through that second corner. It's outrageous. Slipstream, DRS, rich revs. Let's get him out the way. Way too slow for our liking. And that is the lead of the Mexican Grand Prix after being in last twice. The second of which we were last by like 6 or 7 seconds. How we got to this position, I absolutely do not know. There's Bottas and Massa fail. That was close. Fighting side by side there. I think it was Massa who decided to back out of it. But yeah, still got to watch those Williams on the straights though. They are mega slippery in a straight line. If I look behind me, there you can see Lewis off in the distance, 4th place, and closing very, very quickly. Oh no, Lewis has caught right up to the back of Bottas. Bottas peels into the pit lane now, so it is now going to be a straight up fight between the two Mercedes cars for the victory of the Mexican Grand Prix. Still, we need to make another stop, but we're getting to the point where Lewis needs to make another stop as well, so yeah, this could get very interesting, I'll say that much. Lewis on the softs, he's run the supers at the moment. Is he going to finish on the mediums though? If he decides to finish on the softs, then we're going to have an identical kind of race strategy to the end now. Let's just...
They have an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
I don't need to know about Jensen Button as long as there isn't a safety car. But yeah, let's just stay out in front. As long as Lewis doesn't overtake us, we're still running the game plan at the moment. But the plan is, if Lewis does get in front of us, then we pit immediately for the softs. Hopefully we can just keep him behind for a couple of laps and drag him into our strategy a little bit. Alright, this is going to be interesting. Here he goes. Rich revs. He's got much fresher tyres, softer compound as well. This is going to take an almighty dive to reclaim the lead here. He's got the DRS wide open. A lunge with everything I've got in terms of tyre grip. Draws us alongside. Lewis on the inside. He has to surrender the position. And we hang on. 16 laps to go. Oh no. Oh dear. Not a great exit off the final corner. This is always going to put me under pressure when we start laps. We made it to 21 now. So anytime now we can make a pit stop. And I think in terms of tyre wear for the rest of it, we'll be looking quite good. But why am I talking about strategy when trying to hold on to the lead of the Grand Prix against my championship rival in Lewis Hamilton? Another lap and we maintain the lead. I think that's a Ferrari slowly catching us up as well. That could get interesting. Tyres feel horrendous now. Getting very, very close to the pit window now. Engineer's calling me in now. Jeff, I thought I told you to shut up. But I'm going to stretch it for one more. Can we make one more Pirelli tyres? Please do not give up on me now. 56% on the front left. 58 on the rears. We will be fine until we get to around the 70s mark. 70 or even 80%. That's when the tires start to laminate and get punctures and all that stuff. Let's shut Jeff up now. Shut up, Jeff. Here comes Lewis to the inside. I didn't defend that at all well. And there he goes. Somehow getting back on the switchback. Slow in, fast. Oh! Slow in, slow out, it seems. And Lewis takes the lead. Once again, rich revs. No slipstream. Oh, no, we do have slipstream. No DRS, that is. No. No. No, Lewis. Oh, no. I have not timed that at all well. And now Lewis has stolen my pit entry. We're going to have to do another lap here. And so Lewis gets the undercut after all. That would have made a world of difference for our race if we would have pitted on that lap and forced Lewis to do the extra one, or maybe even stack behind me. I would have guaranteed us possibly the race win. But now we've got it all to do with the undercut going to Lewis. He's probably going to rejoin a good second or two in front of us, and so it's going to be down to our overall car pace really to just chase him down, which will be quite interesting. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to go though on similarly based tyre wear. I still think Lewis is absolutely rapid in the races so far that we've had in Season 4. I can't see Lewis's yellow dot on the minimap, so I'm guessing he's shrouded in traffic. And that's what I'm really hoping for as we come into the pits. Hope for a good stop and possibly the lead of the Grand Prix once again. We need like a sub 2 second stop here from Mercedes. 12 laps to the end on the soft tyres. It's going to be absolutely golden. We've now shifted our race objectives from finishing inside the top 8 to now going for the race win. That's how things have drastically changed so far. Hamilton in P9, so he's just up the road, but in heavy traffic. So let's try and make the most of this while we can. We're going to rejoin in traffic ourselves. Did I just do something naughty there? I probably did swerve in front of Perez there and probably had to brake ever so slightly to avoid. Apologies. Bit of slipstream, DRS on Palmer, and this is actually going to be a move already for a championship winning position. That's P6, and man, it feels good to be on new tyres again. Oh, tank slapper. You guys have no idea how close that was to running into the back of Felipe Massa there. We're now on the podium, and we're waiting for Esteban Gutierrez to make his final stop, and we will be in second place. And it will be a Mercedes 1-2 with 9 laps to go. Unfortunately, the gap to Lewis is so large, it's going to be very, very tough to chase him down. He's still very quick, despite having 1 lap older tyres than us. Yeah, there we go. I wasn't even thinking about commentating while perfecting that move on Gutierrez, but we're now in P2 in the blink of an eye. Let's try and chase down Lewis if I can, but if not, P2 is still going to be an amazing result today.
Lewis is ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead is 6.0 seconds. You're losing around 7/10 a lap.
7.7? What? Lewis is outrageously fast. It's ridiculous.
Lewis ahead. Our gap to the car in front is 8.8 seconds. We're dropping back by a second per lap.
That is mind-boggling to just comprehend how much faster Lewis Hamilton has been in today's race. A second a lap faster with 1 lap older tyres, and I don't even feel like I'm driving that bad. I'm pulling away from the rest of the field, pulling away from the Force Indias, the Ferraris, the Red Bulls, but Lewis Hamilton is absolutely hacking this game. Vettel's catching. He managed to clear the group behind us, and the gap is coming to about 2 seconds now, so he's got a lot of pace, and it's going to take a lot of slick driving to keep him behind at this point. He's he's reeled me in by 8/10 in that last sector. He's coming. I don't want to be the one who brings out all the excuses in the book, but I have been having some little issues with my brake pedal. When I go to look at replays and stuff, I can't like progress forward. Like it's rewinding as if my brake pedal is just being stuck down ever so slightly. I do have a little bit of a brake dead zone to account for that, but maybe it's exceeded that minimum threshold now, and that might explain the lack of pace. I'm not entirely sure, but here goes Vettel to the left-hand side. This is the final lap of the Grand Prix as well, so I'm just going to have to make do with this brake issue for the moment. I'm glad this hasn't actually come up during our league race or anything like that. That would really knock around my pace. But yeah, gonna have to up the brake zone. Gonna have to up the braking dead zone to like around 10%. I think it's around 5 at the moment. So I'll just do that to cover myself off. Because pedals, when they get older, they start to do that. They start to lose a little bit of their stiffness and start to depress down a little bit after a bit of time and wear. But yeah, last lap of the Grand Prix, trying to keep Sebastian Vettel at bay. Lewis Hamilton will be crossing the line anytime now. And yeah, there he goes. Lewis Hamilton has won the Mexican Grand Prix. And with just a few corners time, we will finish in 2nd place. And that should be the championship in the bag. Through the final corner, massive oversteer. And now, on F1 2016, we're a double world champion.
You've been superb all season and you've got your reward. You are the Drivers' World Champion. Congratulations.
There it is. Didn't have the pace to match Lewis, but in the end, it doesn't matter. We've been far too consistent this season, and there is our rewards. The Drivers and the Constructors' Championships. We're done on F1 2016, and that is the reward. Burnouts in the 3rd sector of Mexico. How sick does that look?
Formula 1 World Champion.
Amazing. Completely talked over Crofty there, but it doesn't matter. You don't need to hear what he says.
And here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here, as they so often do, and it's a well-deserved victory. Mercedes, then, are on top today.
Am I going to get a big trophy? Is there going to be a big presentation or anything like that? We didn't even get a trophy when we won the Constructors at the last race, so I doubt we're going to see anything special for winning the championship here. That's one thing that needs to be added into F1 2017. The weight of like that success needs to be rewarded when it actually happens. And Lewis has a 10 billion second penalty. So yeah, we should have won the race.
Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
Well, I'm going to have to give it to the Mercedes driver. There was a lot going on all down the field, but they were the only one who I really felt maximised their potential.
As if it wasn't already, you know, guaranteed for this race. We got driver of the day as well. 2nd place in the Mexican Grand Prix. Yeah, pretty happy with that race in the end. I wasn't expecting to get 2nd. I would have been happy with like a podium. I would have been really happy with a podium in all honesty. But yeah, in the end, the one stop worked to absolute perfection. What I didn't really account for in the second half of that race was the pace that Lewis showed. Absolutely outstanding, despite having 1 lap older tyres in the 17s and low 17s at that. No one else in the field could match him. Our pace was okay. We were on a 1 stop, so we were a little compromised in terms of race pace. But 2nd in the end, and a valiant effort to seal the championship here 2 races early. So that's the gap. 64 points and only 50 points remaining in the championship now. So it's mathematically impossible. Constructors, we've won that as well. 195 points back to Red Bull Racing. So that is all wrapped up, and now we can just chill. We can relax and enjoy the last 2 episodes of F1 2016 career mode. Basically, what the plan is for Brazil, I'll be doing a 100% race, possibly starting at the back there. And as for Abu Dhabi, probably start at the back there too. I got a comment suggesting that I should let the field lap me or just wait like 30 seconds or a minute and then see how far of the order I can get. That is a little bit far-fetched and a little bit different to what I normally do. So let me know if you want to see that. But yeah, absolutely mental season. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to my F1 gaming videos. Second in the Mexican Grand Prix. Let's go across to the trophy room. Still nothing. No Constructors Trophy. No Drivers Trophy. So I'm hoping that at the end of the Yas Marina Grand Prix that we get something there. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until the next race, the Brazilian Grand Prix. I'll see you guys next time.